Guests at Prince Philip's emotional memorial service endlessly discussed the absence of the Duke's beloved grandson, Prince Harry, while his grandmother, the Queen, despite recent health issues, along with the rest of the royal family, gathered today at Westminster Abbey for the poignant event, according to the late Duke of Edinburgh's former protection officer. Richard Griffin, who was responsible for the safety of both the Queen and Prince Philip for 14 years, was a guest at today's event, but was disappointed. Prince Harry, who lives with his wife Meghan Markle and their children in the US, decided not to return to the UK to pay his respects. Prince Harry, who is due to travel to the Netherlands in 2 weeks to attend the Invictus Games, refused to travel over a row about his security. Harry has said he's unable to return to the UK due to safety concerns, which have become the subject of his latest legal battle, this time against the Home Office. Speaking to Sky News, Richard said Prince Philip was their grandfather, so William has obviously had a great training from him and is going to learn examples from him. Fingers crossed. I just hope Harry gets some of these things into his mind. Asked about his decision not to attend, he said, "That was a big disappointment for everybody." He also said that members of the 1,800-strong congregation were discussing Harry's absence before the service began. He said, "Certainly around where I was, they thought he should have been here. All this nonsense about he couldn't get protection, as far as I'm concerned, that was a pathetic excuse. He should have been here to honour his grandfather. At the end of the day, if he was that worried about security, he could have stuck with his brother and father, who have got wonderful security. He would have been more than safe." Richard said today's service captured the Duke perfectly. Speaking about today's event, he said, "To see the Queen come in and sit with her family, that was wonderful. It was very emotional. I worked with Prince Philip for 14 years and travelled the world with him. I did a lot of things with him and deeply missed him when he died." Prince Philip had a big footprint on the service. You could see it right the way through. It was fantastic to be able to come today and pay our respects. It was a wonderful, wonderful service. He was the most caring man you could possibly meet. Meanwhile, royal expert Angela Levin tweeted, "Heartwarming to see the great-grandchildren at Prince Philip's Thanksgiving service, plenty of royals and hundreds of those connected to his charities. No one will forget or forgive he who didn't feel safe." Today's event paid tribute to Prince Philip's charity work and decades of service to the Queen and the royal family. The Dean of Westminster delivered a moving speech about the Duke. The Queen shed a tear for her beloved husband at today's extraordinary service in remembrance of his remarkable life. Harry last returned to the UK 8 months ago to unveil the statue of his late mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, in London on July the 1st, with his brother Prince William. However, he does plan to fly to The Hague in the Netherlands in 2 weeks' time to attend the Invictus Games for injured military service that he set up. The Games run from April the 16th to the 22nd, which means Harry would have the opportunity to visit his grandmother for her 96th birthday on the 21st. On March the 11th, a spokesman for the Duke confirmed that he would not return to the UK for the service, but added that he hopes to visit his grandmother soon. Royal author Phil Dampier told the Daily Mail, "It's very sad that Harry and Meghan won't be at Prince Philip's memorial service, and I think one day Harry might regret it. He has said that he doesn't feel safe without Scotland Yard security, but to me that sounds like an excuse not to come back to the UK and indicates the rift with his blood family is still bad." Harry was always very fond of his grandfather and was deeply honoured when he took over from him as Captain General of the Royal Marines. But sadly, that did not last long. The pair attended some Remembrance Day events together, and there was always a rapport between them, both being serving military men who had seen active service. Mr. Dampier said that Harry loved Philip's sense of humour and praised him in interviews, adding that this makes his non-attendance all the more mystifying and strange. He continued, "You get the impression he is still very hurt by what has happened between him and his father and brother, and I'm sure they feel the same. but to miss a memorial for his beloved grandfather is tragic. Harry did fly over for his funeral and for the unveiling of Diana's statue, but hasn't been back since. He will be at the Invictus Games in The Hague, but there must now be great doubts about whether he will attend any of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. I'm sure the Queen is very upset he's not coming, but she realises she can't make Harry alter his mindset at the moment.